So I tore apart the rear axle, and the brakes ain't horrible. They got plenty of life left in them, but we're gonna replace them anyway. All the hardware is pretty nasty. I'm not sure what's going on here, but that's not supposed to be like that. So I'm going to replace it all. I do not think I ordered those, so we're gonna have to rebuild those. And I did not order that, so I hope this comes out. This is gonna suck. Anyway, the outer bearing was shot. That's just the nut. Here's the outer bearing. I cleaned some of them off so you could see maybe, but then I blew all the cobwebs out of the brakes, so can't see it very well. There we go. So you can see they're pitted pretty bad. So we're gonna put new outer bearing on this side, probably the other side too, depending on what it looks like. The inner looks good. It's got some nasty oil, and all that gritty looking stuff is just from what I sprayed out of here. So I'm gonna clean that out with like gasoline or something and put it back in. But yeah, I'm gonna do all new brakes and wheel cylinders, obviously. So hopefully I can get this all apart and back together in one piece. I need to try to figure out how it all goes together now so that I can remember how to put it back together. Well, I got it done as far as the brakes go. I got a much larger wheel cylinder in there. I think it's the 1/8" one. All the springs are on. These springs are kind of, in my opinion, easier than some of the push and twist springs. I rebuilt this. I heated it up and then PB blastered it, and then put it in the vise and used a vice grip and just threaded it out, threaded it back in, moved it a bunch of times, and then I anti-seized the entire shaft of the threads. I did not have parts with me for the e-brake. There's a cable that's broke here. I'm not sure if that's part of the e-brake or not, but it used to go to that little piece there. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's part of the e-brake or if it's something to keep this up here so it doesn't like fall off, but I don't really have any other option right now for it, so. And you have to take it off of this. I don't know how to get this off without breaking it. If that's a bolt, it's very worn down, and I pounded a socket on it. I couldn't get it on there. I assume it's a bolt, but I don't want to break it without having a new backing plate here. So for now, I just won't have the e-brake, which is okay. Most vehicles I've ever driven never had a working e-brake, so. Anyhow, I'm gonna go get some bearings and then put the rest of it back together.